Oh, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Yeah, we're definitely live. Welcome back to iHeart Crypto, where I take you through my crypto journey for the next 4 or 5 years. And let me tell you something. This is very, very hard. This is very, very hard. Uh, we bought the dip, and it just kept dipping. Just kept dipping. Let's take a look. So we were in this kind of like falling channel, falling wedge, and as of yesterday, if we take a look, we had this little fake out to the upside. We were consolidating, looking for a move, where we thought we were going to get a move back down to about 39.6, right around here. This is where we thought the move would end, but as you can see, we just kept dropping. So we bought some crypto right around 40,000, trying not to time the bottom, and we just kept dipping, and we are dipping now. This still could be considered a falling wedge. I mean, for the hopium. I mean, if this thing breaks down, I mean, we're looking at, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I'm no professional TA guy, but 34,000, right around this level right here. We'll mark that. So let's say we flip this previous resistance into new support, and just let's look left a little bit and see where we even got past the previous high. Yep, this support right here. We got past this. That's no good. We did pass this high, so right there at about 39.8, we did pass that. And it looks like we might be coming down to 36,000. So we're going to mark that as like a little bit of a range to come down into. So let's just mark that. Let's mark it at about 36,000 to about 34,200. Somewhere in that range. That could be the next target. And, it's got to bounce at some point. It's got to bounce. And when it bounces, it probably will bounce up here to about 47. So we're just going to draw another box there. Around 47, right around here, this level right here. Got a high volume node. It's very likely we don't see that again. We don't get past that. So let's just mark that there. Those are our targets. So I have this line drawn in here, right here. All right. We broke that. We broke that. As you can see, we had a lot going on, a lot of confluence here, a lot of lines meeting at this point and failing. I mean, you can just see here, this is our top trend line. It broke down, we broke down. This fake out really had everyone bullish. I mean, look, we were right there, ready to break out. And it did look like we had broken out, but as you can see, we hit that trend line perfectly. It was a fake out. And there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, look at your RSI. Your RSI is completely oversold on the 1 hour. On the daily, it is at a 26. Let's look at it on the weekly. On the weekly, you're at a 39, and you're not even at the bottom yet. So, I mean, if we look back in history, your RSI back here was a 29, and right now we are sitting at a 39. There's plenty of room to fall, people. there is still plenty of room to fall. Where do we actually expect Bitcoin to bottom? I mean, I think the next buying levels, to be completely honest with you, if we're in a bear market, all right, I wouldn't even be buying at 30K. No. I think that if it goes to 30K, because if you just take from the top to the bottom, and we go with a regular correction, a regular Bitcoin correction, 80% would put you down there at about $12,000, which is hard to imagine for Bitcoin. Let's just try that again. Make sure we're doing that right, because I mean, 80%, yeah, around $13,000. Let's say it doesn't correct that much though. I would say, and I would say maybe 20. You know, one of the things that you don't know. I mean, if you look back here, here is your previous all-time high. Are you going to come down below that? Slightly. I think slightly you might. Here's another resistance that you could flip into support. Right here. The little mini bull market we had there in 2019. So these are levels to be watching. These might be your buy levels. I mean, you want to be setting levels just to be buying at. I mean, people will be screaming that 24,000 is the bottom. I'm not going to agree with that. I think that Bitcoin comes a lot further down. I mean, I don't know if this chart goes back there. It doesn't. But you know, I'm no expert. You know, one of the things that we can do is just dollar cost average and not worry so much about the price volatility. But I think that I should be, or we should be, dollar cost averaging very minimal amount, like buying one SOL, you know, every 2 weeks, maybe every month, maybe just every month, and then putting that extra cash on the side, because this could take a while. This could take a while. And when it comes down to those levels, it will stay there for a little bit. To start buying, you know, you can buy some SOL all the way down. I mean, obviously, we think SOL is going to anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000. If you look at the SOL chart, my God, it is looking terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's take a look at it on the daily. I mean, my next level of support, I mean, who would have thought Solana would be at $120? I mean, we started laddering in our buys all the way down here. We said we wouldn't sell our Solana. However, I don't think it's smart to be holding a bag of Solana all the way up in these levels when, you know, let's say our biggest buy, you know, this is down 50% of our money, down 60% of our money, and then down 80% of our money just from our last buy. Let's say it corrects 90%, which is not unheard of for an altcoin. 90%, I mean, you're looking down there at $10. And let's say it corrects 80% with Bitcoin. I mean, there's a ton of support down here. I mean, you're looking at a $45 Solana. So, you know, in that regard, do you really want to be buying Solana at $120 when you know it's going to fall down a lot lower than that? Maybe you start buying Solana at $70, because really, in a bear market, I think that these are bear market prices. Solana, anything under $100. But maybe we just hold on to what we have and not sell it, just to have our skin in the game. I don't ever want to sell my Solana. You know, you want to have that for a really, really long time. I'm going to make this video fairly quick. Let's see all the blood in the streets. Alright. Let's refresh this guy. That can't be right. Yeah, 42,000 yesterday. Yeah, that's definitely not right. So, basically just a sea of red. Another sea of red. You know, looking at things on the weekly, I mean, Solana got crushed, down 17%. Dogecoin down 20% on the week. You know, SHIB down 20%, basically, 17%, whatever. Chainlink down 20%. You know, the one thing is that the more you buy down at these levels, the greater the percent drop is because your price is lower. So that's something to be thinking about as well. Yeah. I mean, you have to have a philosophy. You have to have a thesis. Okay? A theses, if you will. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at a 19. The heat map shows a complete sea of red. I can't even believe some things would be in the green. We did do our updated portfolio. We did buy the dip, so we don't have any cash left. And it just kept dipping. And right now we are down almost $500. Maybe $300 if you're counting back here. But, you know, to go under $3,000, it would be really tough. And what I feel like doing is keeping that as cash on the side. You know, maybe cashing out $2,000 and then keeping my soul and staking it. Because really, that's something I want to do. I want to stake my soul. So that's where we want to get into. We want to get into a little bit of DeFi on Radium. I won't even take you through the rest of this stuff. This was interesting, I thought. This is the price of Bitcoin, you know, from the beginning. Where we go all the way from 40 cents to $1. And then we crash down after hitting $30. And that yellow line is the hash rate. Okay? But it just puts a little bit into perspective on how this chart moves. I mean, that looks a lot like this year, right? Big up, big down. Okay? And then again, if you just wait and you hold, you see gains like that over the next years. I mean, and then even in 2017, big drop, little mini bear market, and then boom. Look at this is the power of time. This is the power of time. What do I have for you here? Twitter integrates NFTs with new profile picture feature. All right, users can pay $2.99 per month to utilize the feature via Twitter Blue subscription service. Twitter has brought non-fungible token integration to its platform, the social media announced on Thursday. However, you have to pay $2.99 per month via the company's Twitter Blue subscription service to use as an iOS service to utilize the new feature. So you can link your Ether-based wallet and account to display your digital collectibles as their profile pictures. These wallets include Coinbase Wallet, Ledger Live, MetaMask, Rainbow, and Trust Wallet. And then it'll be put into your, Twitter profile picture. Twitter is involved in the NFT space, involved in blockchain, involved in crypto. Bank of Russia wants a Bitcoin ban. Here's how that's gone in other countries. So, the Bank of Russia has proposed a full ban on cryptocurrencies. This is not bullish for Bitcoin, although one thing I read in this article is many crypto proponents see Bitcoin as decentralized network and almost immune to bans. It's difficult to police access and use of assets that are essentially open source computer programs. So, you know, one thing is that you can't really ban Bitcoin. You really can't, because there's always going to be ways around to get some Bitcoin. You know, but to ban it completely, that's really not going to happen. But this is just layer 1 and DeFi tokens among hardest hit in the latest crypto drop, crash, whatever. You know, Solana, $118. It makes you want to sell. It just makes you want to sell. You know, this could be maybe not more room to the downside. We're just coming down to test this down here. I don't know. I mean, look at Atom. We own some Atom, and right now it's breaking our line. So maybe live on stream we capitulate live on stream. Capitulate our AVAX live on stream. I mean, this is getting nasty. This is getting real nasty. Real nasty, real quick. I mean, this could be Asia waking up and dumping on us. This is tough. This is tough to watch. To think you bought the dip. Think you're gonna head back up, maybe make 30% on your money, get an extra Solana or two, or an extra Solana or two in a trade, and then kind of hold all the way down, just to make a little bit of extra money. And let me tell you, this market will just take money from you on these dips. And you sell to buy back in lower, and then it just goes up right then or something. This is absolute torture. Look at Solana. $118. I would have been aping in. I've been aping in. At 128, I aped in. Now we're down to 118, falling. It just doesn't care. It just doesn't care. And I was thinking about this too. Like, when we go through these pumps, let's just take a look here. All right, we go through these pumps over here, and we live up in oversold territory. We lived in uppersold territory up here, all the way to here. We lived through all this right here, and then we finally made some bearish divergence before coming back down. If you can tell now, we're basically living on the other side of your RSI, and even on the 8 hour, we still have so much room to fall. We still have so much room to fall. The last big drop, we came down to 19. Right now, we're sitting at 29. It's just not looking good. I mean, you don't want to sell because you could wait for the bounce, but I don't see a bounce coming. I mean, we have these little bounces up here. Like, this was a good drop. Here's a fake out rally, but here's just a little bounce. Well, this you could view as a bigger bounce, right? Right here. That was a bounce, and if you look at that bounce, even if you took it from the bottom to the top, that's a 30% bounce. We were kind of hoping for something like that. Maybe come back and test. Maybe come back and test the support up here at about 130. 130 might be where we get the bounce to. In that case, you might want to be selling there. But Atom is not looking too juicy right now. It's looking like it wants to come down. We just purchased that yesterday, thinking it was going to go to the moon, because Atom is super bullish. And we are just dropping. Filling that wick on the 8 hour. Gotta fill these wicks. Bitcoin loves to fill its wicks. There's got to be a bounce coming soon. Everything is so oversold. Something. Probably not going to come much lower than 38,200. Probably not going to come much lower than our lows. It's probably just another flush out of the longs. That's what I'm telling myself, at least. Oh, someone's in here. Hello. You're probably a bot. Benson Giles, welcome to my live. We are just watching Bitcoin take a big dookie on us. Let's see if it breaks this low and comes down more. Let's see. Looks like it. Sold to 117. Atom fallen. You might want to start laddering out of these positions. Maybe we didn't make the lower low there. It looks like we kind of did. We did. Or we are. We did make the lower low. HODL. This is HODL. This is the definition of HODL. HODL is a term derived from the misspelling of hold. In the context of buying and holding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, it is also commonly come to stand for hold on for dear life among crypto investors. You want to HODL. You want to HODL. You do. You want to HODL. But it is so hard. It is so hard. Because you think you can buy back in lower. And if you sell now, you know, who's to say you're not going to just get the bounce? I mean, it's just, here we go. Here we go. Here comes Bitcoin. I'm going to look back on these videos and go, you know, Solana at $117 when it's sitting down there at $40. We'll see. We will see. Let's go to the 15-minute. Yep, lower low. Just wanted to. This is a terrible time frame to watch. You should never watch the 15-minute. You should work off the 1 hour and the 4 hour. This is absolute torture. Look at this. Am I going to capitulate on stream? Yes, I am. Let's sell this stuff. We're already below $3,000. Sell all Cosmos. You're done. You're done. You're done. Now watch. It'll probably bounce. Oh, look, there's the bounce. Every time you want to sell. That's all I'll sell for now. I lost a lot of money on Atom, of course. Here, do we get the bounce? A little bit of a bounce. Just could mean that we're bouncing before we go lower. This is tough to watch, guys. This is tough to watch. Theta. Theta looks gnarly. Theta's coming up on this support. There's not much after that. Sell that. Forget it. Forget it. Forget about it. Let's go into some dye. Oh. It's so hard to sell right now. Ugh. It's just not looking good. Dude. This will be below 300 now. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Ugh. It's so gross. Oh, this is disgusting. Let's sell. We are selling. We are in a bear market. It's over. It's over. We're done. All this is cash on the side. We're done. We're gonna accumulate cash and go from there. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna accumulate cash and go from there. We're gonna keep our Solana. There's no point in selling our Sol. The Polygon can go. All this can go. I don't know why I'm trying to sell so fast. It's gonna bounce at some point. This is This is hurtful. This is very hurtful. I mean, who sells all the way down here at the bottom? Except that it's just not bouncing at all. It's just the gnarliest of candles. I don't want to sell my avalanche either. But you may have to. Polka dot, $21. We're not going to sell our soul because we're going to stake it. We need money to earn rewards. $37,000. I just need to sell some stuff. I just can't. Look at this. It's nasty. It's very nasty. I mean, I could keep my Luna, I guess. It's no big deal. I could keep my Crow. That might bounce. Let's keep these and hope for a bounce. You know, we are half in cash now. Half in cash. At least on my Coinbase account. Bitcoin. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is nasty. This is dirty nasty. I mean, you're breaking that low. The next stop for Solana is literally like $70. Which from here, I mean, again, like, you're looking at another 30%. You know, from here, another 50%. Makes me want to sell my soul. Sell my soul. Look at this. I mean, I could at least wait for it to come back up before I sell it. That would be wise. That would be wise. I'm talking about selling my soul when really, I just said I wasn't gonna sell it. Cosmos is a good project, though. We'll keep that on the radar. Aave, not as good of a project. Not my favorite. Really, it's just not. It's a DeFi play. Yeah. This is tough to do, guys. This is tough to do. Let's just put Aave here. Here comes the bounce. We're bouncing a little bit. Let's bounce, 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 bounce. Eagle. We could sell our E-Gold. I mean, I'll sell it later, maybe. We don't need that. We'll put that aside. You know, Matic down to $1.80. Maybe it wasn't the best time to sell some of the stuff, but I just can't deal with the pain. This is so painful. I mean, how much further can you drop? How much further can you drop? It's just painful. This is so bad. Just stair-stepping down, stair-stepping down. Even if we go sideways here and then stair-step down, I mean, we're almost out of my box already. You know, for the bounce, I guess. But, I mean, we're about to break support on this lower channel, on this lower support line. Alright, so we need a new plan. We need a new plan and commit to it. And we need to preserve capital. Patience is the name of the game. This is a bear market. You're not going to accumulate Solana at $116. You're going to accumulate it at 70, which is about, you know, 30% less than what it is now. Yeah, I don't want to make the stream too long here. It's already 7:45. And yeah, this is a bear market, guys. This is what a bear market looks like. Here comes the next 15-minute candle. See if we get a little bit of a bounce on it. Should get a tiny bounce on it. If it turns red, I'm in awe. Crypto has taken a lot from me. It's taken a lot. It can give a lot, though. It can sure give a lot. Knowing we're in a bear market. See, I was going to wait for a bounce back up to here to about 40K. I don't know if we're getting that. I just don't know if we're getting that. I just don't know. So look, I'm going to keep an eye on the charts today. First opportunity, I don't want to sell. As I'm not going to sell my soul. I won't sell my soul. I won't sell my AVAX. I won't sell what's in the portfolio right now. It's $1,000 in there. Approximately, yeah. That we can hold forever. It's $1,000. We'll keep it. Even if it goes down to 500, I mean, I lost 500 this week just not holding. You know, not really. I held, that's why I lost a lot, but I traded Adam. I mean, that was a $120 loss right there of trying to trade Adam. You know, I used the stop loss, blah blah blah, all that nonsense. You know, use a stop loss. It'll no, because the fees kill you. You got to be an investor, not a trader. You got to be an investor, not a trader. Anyway, I'm going to keep my eye on this the rest of the day. Let's see if we get that bounce. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce right now. Let's see if we can bounce back up to, I don't know, back to these levels, back to 41K. We have to come back up and test that. At least test this low up here at 39. Come back up and test that before heading further down. We just don't know with Bitcoin. This is going to be very interesting. 30K is the next spot, then 20K, then 15K. The rest of this market's going to come down significantly. You can be looking at Solana at $50, $40. That's when to buy Solana next. But dollar cost average, because you never know where the bottom is. You never know. Just buy one. Just buy one Solana. Every month. Every month. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. And I'll take you through the journey. I'll take you through. And in 2025, it'll be worth some money. We'll make it all back. So, we'll keep an eye on the markets. Maybe I won't make a video every day, but I'll make a video every week for sure. So, updating you. Anyway, that's it for the video. Have a great day. Stay safe.